Good morning, Nicole.
I wouldn't bother this early.
I like the way you spell your name, Nicole. I hope I said it right. Oh. Hey, Lisa Jackson. Hey, Glad Marie. Hey, Coco Ruby. Hey, light skinned Meg. You're welcome, Nicole. I like the way you say your name. Hey, Carrie D. Hey, Ashford Medley. Hey, Cheryl Kamak or Mac. Hey, Cheryl. Hey. Oh, them cheering grandmothers. You so silly. Hey, keeping it real. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Christine Valentine. Hey, Leon. What y'all doing this morning? It's Sunday morning. I'm thankful to be up. That's what I'm doing. I'm thankful to be up. Good morning, Kimmer. Good morning, the Boston and the Bradley. Good morning. Good morning, Sharon Fluker. Good morning, Nina. I'm glad you cleared that up because I didn't know. Good morning, Sid B. Light. Good morning, Ann Walton. Good morning, Robinson Zandra. Good morning, Official Zada. Good morning, Kimberly Bird. Good morning, Belonda. Hey, Smitty. Good morning, Linda Kate Coleman. Good morning, Security Wayne. Good morning, Sassett. I don't know which one, but good morning. Well, y'all got me testing my pronunciation this morning. Good morning, Quiet Storm. What's going on to you, Vanessa? I think it's Vanessa. What's going on, Apple somebody? Thank you. Good morning. Y'all, I wanted to start this off. It's really not a Sunday Chronicle, but it's a Sunday Chronicle. People, y'all gotta understand that your word should be your bond. Meaning your word is a content of your character. When you say something to somebody, or you gonna do something for somebody, or once you say it to that person and you vow to do it, you're held accountable for what you done. What you said. Now, understand some people, take it with a grain of salt. I'm one of those people. When you tell me something, I'm holding you to it because you didn't tell it to me. One, I didn't ask you for it. Two, you insisted. So that third one, I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it. And when you don't do it, and you don't have the consideration to come and tell me, hey, look, I know I said such and such, but I'm unable to. I promise you I ain't gonna believe nothing else you tell me. You ain't got to tell me nothing else you're gonna do for me. Because I am one of the ones that when I say I'm gonna do something, I show up. When I say I'm gonna do it, I'm going to do it. If I cannot do it, I am going to let you know, hey, I know I said such and such, but I am unable to, follow through with what I said. So your word should be your bond. Y'all saw it in the introduction. You don't believe me? It's in the ecclesiastes. It says don't bow to something and not pay for it, because it's better to not bow than to bow and not pay for it. That scripture doesn't mean monetary. It means in anything that you say that you're gonna do. Let me say this. I know it's gonna be probably hard for a lot of people, but when somebody borrows some money from you and I know it's gonna be hard for some of y'all to understand where I'm coming from. When somebody borrows some money from you and you give it to them with the non-expectation of getting it back. Understand, when somebody say, let me borrow $5 till Friday, like my mama would tell me, if you ain't got it today, you ain't gonna have it Friday. If you don't have it today and you get it Friday, you gonna need it Friday. So, this is how I learned. My mama she got a way of saying something. If you gonna borrow some money and you give it to the individual that's borrowing the money, give it to them with the unexpectation of getting it back. Okay? However, the one that's borrowing the money, if you say, the word come out your mouth that, hey, can I borrow such and such? I'll give it back to you such and such. If you have, and you know in your heart and your mind that you cannot give it back at that such and such time, please inform them people that you cannot repay them back at that time. One, them people didn't call you to give you their money. You called them asking for their money. So if somebody loaned you some money, they shouldn't have to come looking for the money that they have given you. However, I'll say it again, do not, when you give the money to somebody, give it with the expectation of not getting it back. That way you cannot hurt yourself. You cannot be in your feelings. You can't get married. You can't be, you just can't be. Robinson, Zandra, I'm serious. I'm not playing. I am dead serious, okay? Because one thing I do not like, now don't block because they being funny. But the thing, I'm being serious because people get on this app and they borrow. They want to borrow money and they want to, can you cash out me this? Can you loan me that? Okay? So I'm being serious at this moment. I know you probably joking, but I'm being serious at this moment. Okay? It is important and understand that your word is the content of your character. So when you say it to me, I'm taking you at your word for it. And then when you break your word to me and you don't take in consideration to inform me and let me know, I'm done. I'm done with you because I cannot, I can't deal with somebody because then you turn yourself into a liar. And I don't deal with liars too well. The way I deal with liars is I put them over there and I don't fool with them ever no more. So it's better to not lie to me. Especially when, what's going on, Lisa? I'm married now.
Good morning, Lisa.
Where you was yesterday, Lisa?
Probably talking to Mister.
And another thing I gotta say, is that the borrowing thing is one thing, and keeping your word is one thing. Y'all, let me say this, because a lot of people don't understand the word. A lot of people don't understand the word, and I can't get mad because some people would say, but Swain, there's a difference between borrowing money and promise to pay back. Perfect storm, the thing is when you borrow money, that's the intent to pay back.
Right.
So it don't have to have a promise or nothing. Borrowing money is the same as a vow. And say, hey, I'm borrowing this. I vow to you that you see what I'm saying? A promise to pay back and borrowing, it's the same thing. Because I borrowed it from you with the intent of giving it back. I give it to you with the intent of getting it back. Right. But you have to have a mindset that you're not going to get it back.
So should they say, can I have? Can I have is a different story.
Yeah.
Now if they let you have it and they say, you can just have it, then that means that there's no intent to pay it back.
Right. She said I was at a tournament basketball game. Them kids played from sun up to sundown. Okay. So just to clarify, it's not a difference because when a person borrows it from you, that's saying that you can give it back. You got to say, can I have $20 or can I can I have $100, or do you have $100 that you can give me? You know, this is why I don't borrow money. This is why I don't borrow money, because people misunderstand and misinterpret. But look, let me say this. I took Jay to see her father at the gravesite. I see it's a lot of people that had, you know, y'all all said good things, except for a few people. And this what I'm about to say is this for them few people that had something negative to say. Understand, I do understand that, okay, let me say it another way, because I don't want to make nobody feel, you know, dumb. Somebody would always say, somebody said, the dead is not there. Okay, let me say it this way. When Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and the angel said, why are you looking for the living amongst the dead? That's because Jesus' purpose was to raise up on the third day. So he was living after the third day. The rest of us that dies and be laid to rest, we're sleeping. Okay? We're sleeping. We're sleeping. We're waiting for that day that he comes back and he wakes us all up. Okay? So let me just say that. When Mary Magdalene went to the tomb to look for Jesus, and the angel said, why are you looking for the living amongst the dead? So when that person said the dead is not there, or however she said that crap, I'm trying not to cuss. When I took her, okay, to her dad's gravesite, that's for remembrance. That's for remembrance and remembering the good times and you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. I'm trying not to say it in an ugly way, you know, because people
Like pay homage, you know.
Huh?
I guess.
Yeah, you know, it was a memorial, you know.
But it doesn't even matter. If I wanted to go, I wanted to go, regardless if he there or he down the street.
I understand, but see, when the person used it, they used the scripture in the wrong content. Her dad and Jesus are two different people. So when that person said that the dead is not there, you know, you can't put Jesus and you and I as the same. Anyway, so you ready to eat, huh? Because I was trying to get out what I needed to get out.
No, yours don't go cold. Yours don't go cold.
You right. So I needed to say those two things. Yeah, memories and comfort of peace. Exactly. You know, so when I will say, when you throw scripture at me for doing something that I've done, I need you to what's the word? I need you to research, and I need you to understand who I am. You know, I did it because it's something that she asked to do that she just didn't come around to do. She couldn't bring herself to do it by herself. So I wanted to support. If I would have told her, hey, we're going to Dad's gravesite, she wouldn't have been prepared, emotionally prepared for that. So I was, you know, joking around with her while doing what I was doing. So when she got there, I knew that she was gonna respond the way she did. However, we went through that together, you know, and we got through it together, and it was. And I appreciate all of y'all for the nice comments about, you know, her visiting her father. So, understand, let me say it again, when Mary Magdalene went to the gravesite looking for Jesus, and the angel said, why are you there? Why are you here looking for the living amongst the dead? That's because Jesus' purpose was to raise up on the third day. He was not going to be there because the other people were dead there. That is the meaning of that scripture. The rest of us, we gonna sleep till he come back. Anyway, that's what I had on that. Come on over here. You say negativity annoys you when whoever could have kept their remarks to themselves. Yeah. Yes. I don't. Did you see it? Did you see a couple of negative remarks to that? Because I tried to block them out. You know, because
She tries to go in there and call herself wiping stuff out before I can see it, but don't realize that I do see it. I just don't say anything.
But you saw. Did you see when I went in? Did you see one of them when I went in? And then I had to. I didn't want to take away from the video, so I deleted it. Mm-mm. I said I was gonna get them on this Sunday morning. Oh yeah, why?
It was just recent.
It was like maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh.
Okay, bow your head. Lord, thank you for this food we're about to receive in the name of Jesus. We pray, Lord. Amen. Amen. Amen again. So
those are just people who I just feel like, that don't they don't have any type of I don't want to say they don't have it. People have love in their heart. They have the sensitivity. They can be they can what do you call it? Be sympathetic. They can empathy. You have that, but people don't apply it or they don't want to. Yeah. And those are just hateful people.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So eat your food because it's cold. I mean, it's hot and I don't want it to get cold. But yeah, I had to say that. Your word, I started off with this by saying your word should be your bond. When you tell somebody you're going to do something, hold up your end of what you said because the person didn't ask you for it. You said it. I ain't asked you for it. You said it. And if I got to remind you of it, I don't want it. I don't want whatever it is that you're going to send me or that you're going to give to me if I have to remind you that you said you was getting it or giving it to me. Because I ain't asked you for it to begin with. And, I look at your word more than the gift that you're offering or whatever you're giving. I look at your word more than anything.
And the gift don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Once you do get it, you don't mean anything because I had to practically beg you to get it.
Yeah. Because of something you said that you was going to do.
Right.
Yeah. So,
or whatever it was, even if I asked you to come, even if you say you was coming over, I keep saying, when you coming, don't mean anything because I practically beg you to come.
And once you get here, I'm ready for you to go. And the thing is because all we're saying is be, considerate that you said these things. Because I'm going to hold you to what you say. If you, and hey, she different. But if you tell me you going to call me at 12 o'clock, I'm expecting you at 12 o'clock. She, on the other hand, if you say you're going to call at 12, she understands that you're going to call at 12:01. She going to, understand that you call at 12:30. But I'm looking for your ass at 12.
But that's the thing is, but see, I hold people to their word when it's something that, like you said, like if you said you're going to do something. Right. Like, I'm gonna go pick that up for you, Jay, and I'll bring it to you. Yeah. Well, that's different. But a phone call is different to me. Yeah. Unless we're it's like a conference call or something like that. But other than that, yeah.
So I just want y'all to understand. Now, Miss Parker, things do happen. That's what I'm saying. Is things do happen. However, be consistent enough to say, hey, call and say, hey, something came up. Right.
Because we have that happen. Like, and then, like you said, I know things happen. Mm-hmm. But just call and say, like, say for instance, I had a friend who needed me to do something. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. But they said, well, I'm going to try to find somebody else. But until then, I just want to make sure I got a backup. So can you do it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They found somebody else, but didn't call to tell me that they found somebody else. I had to call and say, are we still cool? And they're like, oh, no, I found somebody else. Well, why you didn't call and tell me? That way I could have made other plans. Mm-hmm. So it's stuff like that where we're saying is just be considerate of people's time because my time is everything. Even though I may not be doing anything, it's my
It's your
time.
time, yeah.
So that's what we're saying is that just be considerate of people's time, because time is priceless and time you can't get back.
Yep. So, I'm be the one to tell you. I'm be the one to tell you. I mean, yeah. You told me this year, what's up there? They my best. Communication is key and considerate. Yeah. Respect and courtesy is priceless. Yeah.
What's going on, TLC?
Man, yeah, man. And see, I couldn't sleep last night because this was on my mind. That's why I was another reason why I was tossing and turning.
Oh.
Yeah. Because people need to understand that their word, don't say it if you don't mean it. Do not say it if you don't mean it.
And then I deliberately call you out on stuff, which I have done just recently. Call you out on stuff because you volunteered, right, to do something, and then turn around and then you just dropped the ball. But I'm still keep hounding you because I want you to admit to that you couldn't do it. Just say I couldn't do it.
Well, I'm trying to tell you. Because I feel like when you say something to me and you don't follow through with it, you just lied to me. And I don't take kindly to lies too well. I deal with lies over there. They over there. And I leave them over there.
But your word is everything. Your word is everything.
Yep. Y'all don't believe what I'm saying? Go to Ecclesiastes 5. Chapter 5, verse 5.
My baby hot.
Yeah, how you know? I'm sweating.
It's all right here, honey.
You turned it off.
I'm sorry, baby.
Yep. The word is integrity is two of the most important traits in a person can have. Yeah. Hey, Patrice.
I'm gonna turn down a notch.
So, yeah. It will always be a bond. It's the content of your character. Content of your character. So, what else I got? What else y'all got today? Haven't seen this in a minute. We've been
This will be the third day.
Judy, you go to it and tell me what it say. Judy Floyd, go to it and tell me what it say. Type it in there. What's going on, really, for the police? Come on, Judy, let's have a discussion. Hey, Lacey. What's going on? Hey, Leona. Barrow. Hey, Bunny tonight.
Sinclair. What?
What you drinking? Hey, Sinclair Vaseline.
It was a little bit of that
Oh, okay. I was looking.
strawberry lemonade with
Oh,
Kool-Aid.
okay. Prayers to you, Kim, Travis, prayers to you. We good this morning, ladies. You say you was the one talking about getting married? Okay, did you get married? And y'all said if I'm questioning, don't do it. Well, yeah, we say that. If you got to question it, don't do it. Yep.
That's what I liked about Kim Baptiste's son when we ordered shirts through him.
Mm-hmm.
When we ordered T-shirts, and he said, "Well, okay, I will ship it out to you Monday, and I'll get back to you with the tracking number."
Right.
Well, when Monday came, he sent me a message. He instant messaged me. He said, Miss J, yesterday was really hectic and really busy, so your package went out today, which was on a Tuesday. But he said, I just wanted to let you know yesterday was hectic, but your package went out today. Here's the tracking number. That's what I'm talking about. See,
He kept his word.
He kept his word. He followed up.
And he was consistent. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's just a day difference, it's just still just be considerate. Telling people. Then that way you don't I'm not running to the mailbox. Looking for something that's not there. We actually had somebody do that too. Had us running to the mailbox looking for something, and they never even shipped it. Remember?
Yeah. Hey Sheila, TikToking. Yeah, I got married. We celebrated a year this month on the 11th. Yay! That's what I'm talking about. Let's be consistent and considerate. That's all.
Or when that person doesn't ever follow through, then when they tell you something, you just be like, okay. Okay. You don't sound like you believe me. Do you believe you?
I don't fool with people that way. I just don't. Once you tell me something and you don't be considerate of me, because I don't want to ever give you the opportunity to put me in that position again.
Right.
So I'm gonna let you know how I feel. Don't tell again. Like I say, my mom got me like that. Don't ask me. My mom was like, when I said, Mom, let me borrow $164, that was my light bill. And it was on a Wednesday. And I tell you all the time, I waited till I waited till the disconnect notice popped in. And I said, Mom, loan me $164 till Friday. She said, well, wait till Friday. And so it's not her fault that my lights got cut off. You see what I'm saying? Because I could have asked her way before the disconnect notice came in. And she said, if you ain't got it today, you get it Friday to give it back to me, you gonna need it Friday. So that's what stopped me from asking and borrowing for money. That taught me a valuable lesson. And
if you're in a negative 164, then when you get paid, you're still negative 164.
Yeah, and that's what she said. But I was young, and I had to learn, responsibility. So I can't get mad. I was mad at the time. But being 52 and looking back, I understand the
lesson. Mad because somebody else won't let you borrow their money.
Yeah, she said that. Don't count my coins for me. You got a hat on.
Thank you. Who was that?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know. She said, don't count my coins for me. She said, I work for me. I don't work for you. I work for me. I work for this money. Montalita.
Thank you.
That's it, right, Montalita. Thank you, Karen.
Appreciate you.
She said I said it right.
Me. I can hear her saying me.
I never under no circumstance lend if I can't afford not to get it back. Yeah.
And that's what my dad used to say, like you said, lend it with the expectations of not getting it back, but you would hope that the person would be considerate enough to, just because I see some people like, girl, she didn't need that. She got enough money. She didn't need my
but it's your money.
$500.
It's your money.
Exactly. She didn't need my little $50 back.
Yeah. What in the situation. I mean, what I love most, and I'm very much thankful for, my stepdad, the one who raised me from the age 10 on till I went to him and I borrowed. I borrowed $800 from a good friend, and I borrowed $500 from my stepdad, and that was I was trying to get a down payment for a used vehicle. Again, I was young, y'all. And see, man, before I did that, I was renting a car. Y'all, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler by nature. For whatever I need done, I hustle for it. So I was renting from Enterprise. I was renting a car from Enterprise. Yeah, you throw that away because I got this over there. Because I needed to get to work. Another lesson that my mom was teaching me. Because I went and got this job that I couldn't get to. My mom always said, get a job in your surrounding area that you can walk to or get your bike to be able to ride to. Okay? My mama cold, man, but my mama be on one. And so she said, get you a job around your surrounding areas until you can and save up your checks so that you can get a car. But no, I didn't want to do it the way she said do. I did it my way. And so I had to pay the price of doing it my way. So I got this job that was in another town over, like 16 miles over. And I asked my mom, I said, well, Mom, my mom had 4 cars in her driveway. But it was the lesson that she was trying to teach me. She had 4 cars in her driveway. And I said, Mama, let me borrow one of them cars so I can get back and forth to work and I bring your car. She said, no, I told you to find you a job around the surrounding areas that you can get to, not what I can get you to, but what you can get to. So I said, well, I'll do this. So I was calling all my friends and trying to get a ride to work and this and that. But I had this one friend, and she said, well, why don't you rent you a car once a week until you can get your money saved up? So I went to Enterprise. You know, all you had to have was $300 to put in, on the credit card or whatnot. And so that's what I was doing. But I found out I was spending more money that way than I was saving my money, like she said, to get me a car. So what happened was, I ended up doing that. I did it for like, I think I did it for like, I want to say 6 months. I did it for 6 months. And I was spending more money out and so my friend, she asked me how much did I have saved up. I said, well, I have $800 saved up because it was going to be another 6 months before I got because I was spending monthly. Well, anyway, I said I got $800 saved up. And she said, well, how much you need? I said, well, I need $1,300 to put down. She said, well, leave that $800 there. She said, I'm going to give you $800. She said, you won't either have to take $5 from your savings or ask somebody else for $5. And so I went to my stepdad, Lord rest his soul. I said, can I borrow $500? I said, I'll get paid next week. I said, I have it, but I want to leave that money right there so I have money saved up so when I get my car, I'm able to pay my note. I won't be, robbing Peter to pay Paul. So he handed me a check of $500. And he said, look here, let me tell you something. He said, a man's word is his bond. He said, I forgot how he worded it. But he said, I'm trusting you, to get this back. Like she said, he didn't need it. He had his money. He ain't need it, but it was his money. You know what I'm saying? And he said, a man's word is his bond. And I didn't understand that then because I didn't read the scripture, Because when he said a man's word is bond, I took it for what it said. A man's word. I wasn't a man, so I knew he wasn't talking to me.
You took it literally.
Yeah, I took it literally, So he gave me the $500. And so I took the $800 that my friend gave me. She gave to me. She didn't say I had to pay it back. And the $500, which I went borrowed from him. And I took that and I went and got my first car. So after a while passed or whatnot, I didn't say nothing to my mom or nothing like that. She just saw that, hey, I'm a hustler by nature. So My friend, I got paid. I think 2 weeks later, because I was getting paid weekly. I took the $800 and I paid my friend her $800. And when I paid her $800 back, she didn't ask for it. She paid it back. I mean, I paid it back to her. And when I paid it back to her, she died that next week. And I don't know. I was just grateful that she did that for me. And I was able to pay her money back, although she didn't ask for it. Okay? I ended up giving my dad his $500 back. He ended up passing 2 months after I gave him his $500 back. And I was grateful that I gave him his money back. It made me feel good as a person to be able to keep my word. And this is why I say this, what I say today. Don't tell me you're going to do something and don't keep your word at it, because I'm going to quit fooling with you. You know, that was the two things I was most proud of, is that I got something that I was able to pay back. So, and you know, the lessons that my mom is not to borrow nobody's stuff. If you ain't got it, be okay with not having it till you can get it, but don't borrow it. And don't borrow something you know you. That's why I get the lesson that don't borrow something that you don't have. If I don't have it to give, don't borrow it. Don't borrow it. If I don't have $800 in my account, don't borrow $800. Y'all get what I'm saying? My mom
don't borrow more than what you can pay back.
Yeah, my mom always said, "Don't lend anything you can't afford to lose." What? So, and y'all, I'm just speaking on the word. I mean, I'm saying your word should be your word is your content of your character. I'm only speaking money right now, but I don't mean that as in monetary. I mean just in life general. If you say you're gonna do something for somebody, follow through with it. If you say you're gonna meet up somewhere and have lunch and that person's there but you ain't showed up, be considerate enough to say, hey, I can't make it. And try to do it before the person end up leaving to go, because you didn't waste that person's time. I mean, right?
Right. Or just say I'm running late.
Right.
I'm running late, because some people be saying, golly, is she gonna come? You know, I'm running late.
Yeah. And the things when we receive gifts in the mail and stuff like that, we appreciate everything that everybody's send. We do. You know, I'm saying it before 175 of y'all in here. Don't tell us you're going to do something and then have us running back and forth to the mailbox because we not close to the mailbox. Okay? And it takes a lot of time to go back and forth like that. So if you can't provide a tracking number, it's going to sit there to whenever we get there. You know, and don't say you're going to do something you know in your heart that you don't plan on doing. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. All for the sake of wanting to be seen on here that you said that you're going to do it. I lost a whole best friend for saying he did something for me and didn't do it for the sake of wanting to be seen on here that he did it. And I ain't been right with him since. We just now trying to get our friendship back the way it was, but you know, I still keep him over there because, you know, I didn't ask for that. You know, I ain't asked you to do that.
You be wasting
gas money, yeah. But yeah, for the sake of wanting to be seen, you should not want to be seen like that. You don't need to be validated. You know who you are as a person. You know, if you don't know who you are, ain't nobody else gonna know who you are. So that's what I got. That's my Sunday Chronicle today. You know, and gas too expensive these days. Yes.
Well, just time. You know, nobody has time to just be sitting there running back and forth. Because like baby she'll say, well, such and such said that it's at the, you know, that it should be at the post office today. And I'm like, what's the tracking number?
Yeah.
Because I know how the post office function. Just because it arrived today is not actually in the mail today because they got to sort it. Yeah. But
what you say? That's why I waited a few days even after I said it delivered, because Amazon be lying sometimes.
You right.
Yeah.
Because I be sitting waiting on my packages too. We need to talk to Amazon about holding their word.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because somebody told us that they were gonna, they got in the live and they said that they was gonna send something that we've been expecting, and they have yet to send it. And I don't like when she have to keep going back and say, you know, well, so we looked in the mailbox and not there, and then the person takes back and say, well, I haven't sent it yet. I'm going to the the post office. Don't nobody want to go through all that. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Because one, we ain't asked for it. You said that you told it to us, and so that's what we're expecting. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, meet the legend.
Hey, meet the legend. So that, and it's aggravating, and that's the quickest way for me to stop fooling with you.
Well, I mean, it's more disappointing for me because it's not about the material things. It's more so that it's more a memory.
Yeah.
For me.
Right.
And so it's more of a memory for me. It's just not just anything I can go out and buy.
Yeah.
And so when that person said they was going to do it, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, and then you said it through all these hundreds of people on live, you know. So.
And we sitting back waiting and going back and forth to the mailbox. I'm telling you, your word is your bond. And when you don't keep your word, you didn't just lie to me. And if you lie to me, I ain't finna fool with you. I'm gonna sit your ass over there in the live section. Over there with them people I don't fool with. Over there with them people I don't fool with. I'm telling you, they be over there. Shit. And then you come up in this live and you say, I'm gonna sit your ass. I'm gonna say, hey, go over there in the live section over there. That means go to the next live. You say you agree. Yeah.
It's insensitive.
Yeah.
So I want these people, I'm gonna let it go. But if the person come back and they bring it up again, I kid you not, and I'm already letting y'all know, and I'm letting baby know. So if they get in the live and they say anything about it, y'all ain't gonna be able to stop me. I'm putting them on blast. So I'm just letting baby know, so that way she can just sit here and go, well, she told us. She told us on that Sunday morning.
For the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to calm her down because it was said. The thing is, it's not. It was said. If it had not been said, then she wouldn't have no issue. But it was said. So once you say it to us, we're holding you accountable to it.
And then you said it on live.
Yeah, the gloves come off. Yeah, you say I am the only one dealing with the lagging
words.
With the word. What you mean? What you mean, Leslie?
This is probably delayed.
It's probably delayed. That's all. That's the thing. I just I don't know. And the thing is once she cut loose, it ain't nothing I can do. I just let it happen. Whew. Hey guys, America, I got your message. However, let me just say this to everybody, y'all. Let me say this. We do not exchange numbers. We don't exchange phone numbers unless it's for business purposes only. And when I said I was gonna message you, I meant message you, just back and forth. I didn't mean like have a whole conversation with you on the live, on the telephone. We don't swap numbers like that. People. Oh man. You saw, so I'm not saying that, I got your message and I punched the love button to let you know I got you, but I didn't say that I was going to pick up the phone and call you. We
don't do that.
Look, Sasha Red said it for me. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We don't even switch some numbers that we've talked to people on this app for. It's been 3 years or more that we've talked to people on here, and they still don't have our numbers. So
we don't swap phone numbers. We don't do that. Yeah, we move in safety. Yes, we do. I've already told her I wanted to change the number 9, and she said, "No, not yet." I'm like, "Okay, all right, all right." But thank you, Florida grown.
flawed.
Ooh,
I didn't say
man.
that loud.
But we can email all day long. We can email back and forth all day long. You know.
Why you gotta start that now? See, now
I'm
you
just
put it
saying.
out there.
Because I like talking. You don't like talking
I
to people.
understand that.
I can talk to you
I
through via
understand
email.
that, but you don't just
Well, I'm just saying.
don't
I'm just saying.
don't start that.
Email. All right.
All right. Now I start throwing out my email address. Baby gonna be like, now Jay, I didn't say.
That's our email.
Because you check that, I don't.
But you have access to it.
But you don't.
It's the real swing therapy.
Calm down.
You can be there. You
Calm
got
down.
You got the access to it.
Y'all just if it's business, then yes. But we're not gonna do it just for casual conversation.
Well, there you go.
Okay. That's what I guess that's where I have to put it. Not just for casual conversation.
There you go.
You know your actions are saying otherwise. It's
I ain't
not,
saying
you're
that.
not helping.
You fussing at me.
I am. Because
See,
you're
that's
not
what.
helping.
That's my action.
So because the other people are gonna look at it. Well, Swing ain't agreeing, so I'm gonna go ahead on.
They can eat. I don't have the answer to it though. We both looking at it.
Some people don't know when to stop emailing. Thank you, Shy. Thank you.
And she said business purposes only. Oh.
Thank you. Some people don't. And then she'll be the first one talking about, oh, I should have never said nothing. Because we've been through that before.
You say, what y'all do at meet and greet? We tried that. That didn't work.
We met. We greeted. We didn't meet too many people.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't show. That didn't.
That was over.
That was 3 years ago. That's 3 years ago.
It was like 2.5, something like that.
200 maybe.
But how many
3 years ago?
But how many emails did you send out? You sent out like over 200? How many emails did you send
It's
out?
about 200. It's about 200 and maybe a good 20 showed up. Yeah, a good 20 showed up. So I said, nope, you ain't got to teach me my lesson but one time. I had to learn my lesson one time because I don't like pain. And when I mean pain, I don't like hurting emotionally and internally.
Were you more upset about the fact that
I opened myself up. I was more upset that I opened myself up.
Was it time and money that you spent to
put
that together?
I spent $368.38 on a whole computer. I went and bought the computer, bought the microphone, set up the Zoom, get charged monthly for the Zoom, sent out 200 damn emails, and only maybe 20 people showed up. $368.38.
Okay.
Good morning. That I didn't even have. I didn't have $368.38 to spend because I was trying to.
I didn't even have to give the other option. Y'all see how she just went in?
Tax deduction.
Well, I mean, because the thing about it is, like, it was. That's why I was going to ask her, was it? But now we know it was the time and the time and the money that she spent.
Yeah.
Because it was time consuming. Because what she was doing was getting everybody's email address, and then she was emailing everybody in groups and saying, "Okay, this is the number to the Zoom. This is how to get into the Zoom and everything." And so then I think you doing what, 20 people at a time,
yeah.
Something like that?
No,
and then
40. I was doing 40.
40 people at a time,
mm-hmm.
And maybe like 6 people might show up in one Zoom, and maybe like two in another.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure the individuals who showed up, they probably was glad because then they got, more time, individual time.
Yeah, I was bothered. $368. I ain't had that, y'all. Look at
I said we're not doing that again.
I ain't had that money to give. What's going on, Big X? What's happening? Hey, Miracle, let me ask you this. You said tax deduction. Let me ask you a question, because I asked baby this the other day.
You don't even have the receipt no more.
No, I don't.
For that.
Let me ask this question, okay? Say I buy something they cost $9.99, and they tax it, and it all equals up to $10.81. And then I turn in the receipt to get paid back from my job. You see what I'm saying? Follow me now. I turn in that $10.81 of that $9.99 that I done spent, and they already taxed it. Then I get a receipt to get paid back. Then they put then they give me my money back in a check, which they tax my check. So I get taxed double time on one item. You get me? Follow what I'm saying? I ain't say $3.68. I said $368.38. Put that on there right. Put that down there right. But I get taxed twice, right? Because they take taxes out of my check. No, she should have not been. Exactly. So
I was telling her that she really didn't get her money back.
Yeah.
You know, in other words, what they should have done is just give her money back.
Untaxed.
Or what they could have done was just, that too. Or they could have just gave
you're
it to you.
getting taxed twice. One when you first about to say because you include. Yeah, see, I didn't know. So why would I go and see? And this is the thing.
They could. You said it was just $9.
$9.99.
They could have just gave you a $2 bill when you came into the office.
But look, let me tell you. That's like, so this is why I don't buy windshield wiper. I don't buy the windshield wiper blade. I don't buy the glass cleaner. See, they want you to buy it. They want you to buy all this stuff for the truck, and then they gonna holler about they gonna pay you back. And not realizing that you get taxed when you buy the shit, and then they tax you again when they pay you back. No, I'm not doing it. You gonna buy the shit, and you gonna give it to me at the shop. Anyway.
Oh, she said, I don't know what's in, not even $3.68. Definitely not $3.38.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so I learned that. I said, I'm not buying shit. I'm not doing it.
Well, they should be able to have like you know how like, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't some offices have
She said, don't do it because it's not tax deductible anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
give me high five.
Some offices offer, they have like petty cash. You know, like they have a petty cash till.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. But what is that? I don't know what that is.
It's like they keep a little thing, right? And it has just money in it, like it might be like 10s, 20, and 5 or whatever.
Who would they get it from?
They just go they go to the bank and just maybe get $100 and break it down to put it, so that way, like say if you want your $10 back, they can say, well, okay, here.
$10.81.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So they can give your money back in cash and don't have to worry about reimbursing you for it and you're being taxed for it. So they can say, some offices have that. They'll have petty cash available.
Well, they don't do it, so that's why I don't do it.
Next time y'all say, y'all got petty cash till? No, well then I ain't doing it.
Yeah, well.
You're not going to find out?
I'm not trying to find out. They don't want to do their work. They're just going to go in there and find out they got some money lingering around. I ain't doing that shit. Yeah. I'm still mad about that $368.38.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Hey, Monskin. You said Monskin in here, right?
Yeah, she is.
Hey, Monskin. You up, Monskin?
She up for now.
Don't spend yours. It's always I'm not doing it no more, Mr. Rain.
Well, you know what? You can just let them know I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't have it to give because apparently I'm giving it away.
Yeah.
So I don't have it to give.
Yeah.
Well, we'll pay you back. Well, I tell you what, when I come in the office, you can give me the money to go ahead on and purchase it.
It's best to use company cards. Let them pay for it. Stop using money. You get used to get rid. You know what?
Don't you use that? Well,
but that's just for the diesel.
That's just for the fuel.
So
so you can't use it for nothing else.
I'm gonna find out because at the pump it'll ask me if I need any extra. So I'm gonna find it out. Because when I'm at the pump, they'll ask me the tractor number, the ID, and all that sort of stuff, and then it'll ask me if I want additional items, and I always press no. So. I need to find out. See, God's miracle, that's what I'm talking about. See,
hey, Nana Pooh.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't buy shit. Hey, Nana Pooh. Yeah. So
I thought that's what the car that you would get.
I just normally get
but it just had to be.
Yeah.
It just had to be so like if you need like tail lights and stuff like that, you got to get it yourself.
Well, I go to Shop Connect for that, but that's when I actually go to their shop at the say like I go to the Loves, I go get the diesel, then I pull over to their shop and then I can get it from their Shop Connect. But they don't have the stuff that I'm needing at the store.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. So the stuff I need at the store is not at the shop. So I can't charge it to the Shop Connect because it's not at the shop. Yeah.
Well, I mean, long as it's itemized. I mean, like, long as you keep the receipt, not the receipt. You keep the receipt and say, hey, I had to buy a glass cleaner because.
Right. But again, when they pay me back.
No, I'm talking about, but put it on their card and just show that, you got it for the truck, not for anything else.
Right. I have to see if they approve it, is what I'm saying. They probably only approve for the fuel. So, yeah.
And I'm sure they're not going to tell you unless you ask, like you said, unless you ask.
And motherfucker won't get no glass cleaner and no windshield wiper out of me. That's why I rigged that bad boy with a damn bread twister show.
On what?
My husband had definitely used the gas cover for windshield wiper fluid. Click yes at the pump. You sure right, Lisa.
Lisa, I'm going to tell you.
But see, Lisa, that's the thing. My company is different. Them motherfuckers tight. Ooh. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and see.
So what would you say you did that on a windshield wiper?
Well, I wanted to get some windshield wipers, but when I went to the shop, they didn't have. They didn't have.
So you used the bread tie for it? You said.
Yeah, I put the bread tie.
You did some. I
got on top of that, and I did it, and I tightened that thing, and it got a windshield.
She did some MacGyver stuff.
I tell you, I'm a hustler by nature. I'm a hustler.
I need some more items.
Yeah, I need some more items. I'm just saying, I know how to rig some stuff up. I get it done.
You can see.
So,
see if it'll work.
I'm supposed to get a PM on my truck. I'm gonna see if they notice that the windshield wiper is rigged up there. I'm just see if it's rigged up there to see if they're gonna even take that initiative to change it.
To check it.
Yeah, they're supposed to check that. They check everything. Yeah, not just put grease on the fifth wheel.
So if they do your PM and that bread tie still on there, you gonna get in that?
I ain't gonna get in their ass. I'm just let them know. I'm pointing it out.
So y'all gonna let that sit there?
I'm saying you missed the spot. Don't take the risk not getting your money back when you submit the receipt to the job. They got a deduction. Wait a minute.
That they write all that off.
Well, all I know is I'm not spending my money, and I already get taxed once. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
Sometimes when you have to go to the shop, it could take some time. My son has sat 3 days waiting.
Well, it depends on what it is. I think I went in for a signal light, and I had to wait like 30 minutes for them to approve it. A tie, but see, I did a video on the tie, so they approved that tie. They put the tie on before it even got approved. Oh,
hey,
man. Angela Design. That's another one that'll send us stuff when she give me a date and time. She sent it on that date and time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Spring, you have ever had a blown out? She the TikToker. You didn't see that last video? You ain't see that last video where I was at the shop? That was a blowout. I drove that bad boy for 30 minutes. I sure did. I was not sitting on the side of the road for 4 hours for 30 minutes up the road. Not doing it. Yeah. Yeah, that last video, not the one way in the purple, but the video before the purple. Yeah, I was.
So whose idea was it to start dressing alike?
Me.
You know what happened was that baby would duet when she duetted, like when she was duetting Tracy. Tracy was her original duet partner.
Yeah.
So whatever Tracy wore, she would just match in color.
Yeah.
Because they're in two different states, they wasn't together.
And we didn't even know each other.
Yeah, they didn't even know each other. So she would just match the color.
Yeah.
And then when me and her started doing videos together,
yeah,
I happened to wear like Adidas or something. She's like, I don't have nothing Adidas. I want us to match.
Yeah.
And so we ran and got her Adidas, and everything just fell into place from there. It's like either if we don't have the same outfit, then we at least wear the same color.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know you probably didn't ask.
I did it.
So I know you probably didn't ask for the backstory on that, but that's what happened.
I did it. Yeah. And you know, I just feel like when you match and, you know, or match the color, it just brings out the video a little bit more. But it don't bring out the video if that person is dressed up and you got a bonnet on your head,
Right.
laying in the bed singing a song with them. That shit I don't scroll right by that. But if you got a hat on and he got a cigar in his
Got a tie
and
on.
he got his tie on and you got your dress going blinging, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch that bad boy. I'm like,
That's
hey,
it, yeah.
I like that, boy. Yeah. So if you, I'm telling you, you do videos with your bonnet on and laying in the bed, I'm scrolling right up. I ain't looking at it.
So sometimes, like, if we do, you know, like, it depends on what it is, but we pretty much try to, you know, if I'm gonna dress up, or if it's a song, would be like, maybe like, I got a vision.
Mm-hmm.
I see you in a nice dress, and I see me dressed up. I'd be like, well, let's do it, you know, or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But just, I think that's why some people ask, like, it's all in presentation.
Yeah.
It's no different than a meal. You know what I'm saying? So, like, say if I cook you a meal, you won't want me to put your steak, as Bill Cosby would say, your steak and mashed potatoes and everything on a garbage lid and hand it to you. It's not going to be too appetizing. So the same thing I say about doing, I know TikTok ain't that serious, but if you really want to get people to like and tune in and watch your videos, give them something to want to come back for.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes the video be looking so good, I'll scroll up and forget to punch the like. I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta watch again. And then I'll punch the like button and then comment. Oh man, well, it was a video we was looking at the other day, and it was a video. I don't know who it was, but I looked at it. I looked at it about 3 times, just looking at it, and then I scrolled up. I said, oh man, I forgot. You know, because I forget to punch the like button sometimes.
I end up commenting, and then you start reading comments, and then you might like somebody else comment, and then when you get done, you just scroll up, and then you forget to hit the like button.
Yeah.
So
So be like, oh my goodness.
Finished.
Huh?
I had to finish the last one.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look. Oh man.
But it's the we certain songs we will have a vision for. Like I'd be like, okay, I'll see you sitting over there, or
you said that last night. It was a song we doing, and you said that, I forgot how you said it last night, that something about sitting back or sitting on the recliner. Something you said on some song, and I said we'll do it next weekend.
Oh, I don't know. Sitting on a recliner.
I
don't know. I have to go back to
something about a fireplace or something you said.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a pink pullover is what it is. It's a pink pullover. It's not a jacket. So see, it's like just a little pink pullover.
Yeah.
Oh, big
Having the race of that pink woke me right up. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Oh man, what else I got this morning? We finna get out of here.
Big.
Yeah, cheerleader.
I'm on a pep squat. No, you couldn't be no cheerleader. It's all, it has to be exact. You have to, your arm straight out. Oh, big team.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
Baby gotta go to work.
I put the extra in the extra.
Baby gotta go to work today.
No, I go to work tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. They was asking what we're doing today.
Yeah, I go to work tomorrow, but I think I ain't leaving that yard without a trailer number. They gonna give me a trailer number. But nothing planned today. It's raining, so I just need to get on live so that I can discuss with y'all what I discussed with y'all, and for people to understand that, when you go to the gravesite, it's not that you're going because you think the dead is there. You're going for memories and memories, and it's peace of mind.
Erica, but when you go watch all our videos, just don't spam like. And spam like means, let me tell you what spam like means. It means like you watch a little bit of the video and then you scroll to the next.
No, you press like.
You press like and then you just keep liking because the videos are, most of our videos, majority of our videos are a minute long.
Yeah.
60 seconds. So if you punch like and then like 30 seconds later you punch another like and another, that's letting us know that you're not watching it, and then we end up blocking because you're setting our videos back to be pushed forward, if that makes sense. I don't know why TikTok does that, but we end up blocking people that do that because it's more harmful than good. So just make sure you watch it in its entirety, and we appreciate you.
And so, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people be like, wait, I just saw him yesterday, now I don't see him no more. That's why, because you didn't got blocked.
And I wish that, okay, thank you for telling me. Yeah, because I told Baby, I said, I wish that TikTok wouldn't do that because it's not fair to you. And it's definitely not fair to us that you don't know not to do that. But it's more so like a form of punishment in a way, because it pushes our videos to the back where people really don't see us anymore.
Just watch the whole video. Yeah. The YouTube documentary, Dear Mama is Good so far. It's good. It's good. It's very informative.
It's a docu-series then, right? So there's multiple...
Well, it comes every Friday.
Okay, so it's a docu-series. I didn't know that. Because I was going to ask you when I was in the shower this morning, I was thinking about it, I said, that kind of ended like...
No, it comes on every Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very informative. Yeah, I did not, I told her last night, if I would have never saw that, I'd have still saw Tupac as just a thug and
you said gangbanger.
Gangbanger. That's what I thought. But then when you watch that, you learn that he was very intelligent. He was very intelligent, and he was raised. He was raised right.
Mm-hmm. But you would think he had no home training by the way that he was perceived. It's all about perception.
Oh, I might go watch it. Might go watch it again.
It's all about perception. It is.
Yeah.
You know what? He's deep on a totally different type, a different level. Mm-hmm. It's like even I can't even put it into words, because even people who are intellectual, some people can't even get on that level, and especially at the age that he was already conscious enough to know at 17, he was deep.
Yeah. The thing is he when he passed away, I thought it was about the gang robbery. But after watching that documentary, I was like, the police, it sounded like the police killed him. Somebody in up higher up, the FBI, some people, that's what it seemed like.
It's always been a conspiracy between Pac and Biggie. I don't know about Biggie, but about Pac and Biggie's death, it was more so a conspiracy. But I know for a fact that with Tupac, it was all about the LA Police Department.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his mother was Black Panther. He was very highly. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's the thing. I didn't know, but then I didn't go researching either. I just went on with what I saw, and I didn't research. But after watching the documentary, it makes me. It's intriguing,
Makes you want to dig deeper, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
So see, now you can actually relate when you always keep saying, how do you know that, Jen?
Yeah,
and I said, I go read. Well, that's what causes me to go and look up stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, I want to know more.
Yeah. Then I look at her, be like, why do you know that? No, I don't know that shit. Oh, man.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And whoever said, about the docuseries and just individuals who haven't seen it, you might want to go watch it because it's actually live. It's actually footage of Tupac. Never seen before footage of him from the time he was 17, I believe, 17 on up.
And it explained a lot. I was like, if I wouldn't have watched that, I'd have just thought he was just a gangbanger. And him, doing the West Side, East Side stuff is what got him killed. But I don't I don't see that about him now. I think it would had more to do with who he was related to and what he stood for.
Jada Pinkett, she. That's the reason why she loved
It's on Hulu if you have Hulu. But look up on Google and it'll show you where all you can watch it. But we watched it on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
So
same thing with Nipsey. Now, see, I don't know too much about Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna have to start, just reading up on him. But I do know he was. See, I just thought he owned a clothing store and they just walked up and shot him. No, he basically he's a realist and he's deep like Tupac. I do know that. He was telling people, our own people, how to actually start owning your own businesses.
See, I didn't know that.
Them lighter shade people don't like that.
I didn't know. I just thought he owned his own business. Somebody didn't like him, and they just rolled by and shot him. Or his friend was jealous of him. I didn't know.
What's up? You got played. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing with Dr. Sebi.
That somebody said that.
Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, somebody said that. But he was just teaching you how to eat healthy, right?
Well, he's telling you how to teach healthy so that way you're not putting all these toxins in your body, and what heals you, like from cancer and stuff. Well, the pharmaceutical people, once you get to messing with their money, there's a problem.
And that's the same way what happened with Kobe?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Now I heard that about Kobe.
Yeah, because they was wanting to use Black Mamba.
Nipsey helped others become business owners, not just in the music. Yeah. See, I just thought that they just was jealous of him and they just rolled by and shot him.
He had a whole blueprint. I remember, I think I saved it. He has a whole blueprint of how to actually start owning your own business. I have to see if I have it, but he has a whole blueprint of, number 1, number 2, this is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. So they don't like when you get knowledge like that. They don't like us to know. They don't like us to own. They don't like us. They want to keep us in bondage. And so
they don't like when you mess with their money. Their body is self-healing and they want you to use medication. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that these medications cause you to have additional problems.
Powerful people are threats to the government. Yeah, Dr. Sebi taught us how to heal our bodies using herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Herbs, baby, herbs. Yeah. Like cilantro. Y'all say that?
No, not cilantro. Because with Lisa Left Eye, that's what she was going there for with Dr. Sebi and going to Honduras and learning more so she can educate people. So all this, I know that some people want to say it's all a conspiracy theory, but I think it all falls along the same lines.
Yeah, hang with them. Let me go put my hair in your ears.
You're what? I'm cold. They get rich when you buy medicine. Oh yeah, as long as they can keep you. Oh, that's the same thing. Even just I say with credit cards, I call it credit card slavery. If I can't. Apparently, I don't need it too bad if I don't have the cash to get it, or I wait till I have enough to buy whatever it is. I don't put anything on credit. I know credit is good to have, but I don't. And I know myself, so yeah. But yeah, y'all need to watch that docuseries. I'm telling you, watch it. It's really, really good. Now that I know that it comes on, I never used a credit card. Yeah. Now small credit, is good, and I need to start back. But I just know myself. That's why I would never write checks. Like back in the day, because I knew myself and I didn't want to end up, getting all these return checks or whatever. Because some people, they know how they are and they'll do this stuff and get themselves caught up in a whole situation. But, would you say, I got credit cards? Yeah. Because, I see people have about 4 or 5 of them, and then they'll go to the store and be like, well, try this one. Okay, now put some on this one. And so you got 4 credit cards that you're paying interest on. I'm not doing that. I can't keep up with that kind of stuff. Your limit is 600. That's it. Okay. Mine would have to be 50. Because once I get into like Target, Walmart, all them stores like that, I get out of control. Gotta have some 3 credit cards aren't enough. Yeah. Well, I don't have any. I learned my experience being young, and I ran up a credit card and then didn't have the money to pay it. I only had a $500 credit card limit, but I was only 20 or 21 years old when I got the credit card, and then I ran it up, and then my dad said, he paid it off, and then he made me pay him, and then he said, I don't need any more credit. He said, you got to pay them people their money back. So I just quit using credit cards. My credit was just, a car, or something like that, like getting a car. But that's it. You say you have one, that's enough. I'm telling you. Yeah. So if I don't have money to get it, because it's not necessary, like some people to get a bedroom suit and all that stuff. Well, if I don't have the money to get it, I apparently don't need it right now. So I'm quick to put stuff in layaway. That's my credit. So, what y'all doing today? And what y'all cooking? Anybody cooking anything good today? You teaching your 13-year-old about credit now. It's our duty to teach our kids. Yeah. What's going on, Pookie? I'm telling you, I was quick to put stuff in layaway. Quick to put stuff on layaway. If they say, and now they still do it, and they'll say, well, how much do you have? I remember one time, this was about years ago, but I remember one time I said, I have $5. I was putting the whole bedroom suit in layaway. And he said, how much do you have cash on you now? I said, $5. He said, okay, let's put that down. I'm like, you ain't said nothing. So that's the same thing with trips. Like you take, when you're going through a travel agency or a cruise, you can put it on a payment plan. You don't have to, that's what I was explaining to Swing. You don't have to pay all the cash up front. You can put it on a payment plan all the way up until 30 days prior to your trip, and then it has to be paid in full. So I was telling her, and then that way you save up money for, cash, on the trip, to spend on, whatever. So you said layaway is good. Layaway is always good, especially like I said when it has to do with a trip. But I don't think we're gonna go. That's if we do ever do that Cousins cruise, which I need to look into. But if we ever do that Cousins cruise, that's what I'm doing. So hopefully we'll be able to do that sometime next year. Yeah. Just make sure that I'm not cooking today. Babies, even though she don't have to go to work till tomorrow, I'm not cooking today. So some places still have layaway now. Some places do. That was my thing. Not cute. Don't tell her that, Sassy.
Had to go put my hair out. Yeah.
You said layaway's coming back. Well, like I said, some places have it, but I know I definitely will use that if we ever go on a cruise. If we ever go on a cruise, I would do the whole payment plan to go on a cruise. Now that I would say is worth it. So. Only stores in Baltimore. Does Burlington have layaway? Everybody else stop. I think like Burlington and Walmart are pretty much, I think, the places that I know that are that have layaways. So silly. What you do?
I ain't do that.
Sometimes she be kissing and she be doing stuff.
I ain't do nothing.
Hair looks good. Nice beautician. Yeah. Where my money? Run me my money.
I got you.
Anybody
In
seen
June.
that, Bobby?
I got you in June. I got you.
Private stores. Oh, okay. You got me in June. American Signature Furniture has layaway. Oh, okay.
All right, so.
Well, we don't need no layaway right now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I do want a new bedroom suit.
Who started this damn conversation?
I did when we talked about credit.
Oh, man.
What?
I thought I got you off to getting a new bedroom suit.
So let me tell you, Miss J, you got them growing hands.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I tried. With baby.
Ooh. Woo.
You gotta come over more this way. There you go.
I want them to see my shoe.
I know. There you go. Or you want them to see your shoes, just do like this.
Somebody gonna fuss about
Put my
being
feet on
on
my
the table.
Sorry.
That's right. Somebody gonna say something about our feet being on our table. Yeah.
Still swing. Wait a minute, baby. You going off beat. Hold on.
No, I'm not doing it. Yep, not doing it. Woo!
Where did you think you was?
She said, whoa.
I think she thought she was at like Freaknik or something. Or
Why you keep saying that? What the hell is that?
or
What is that? You keep saying that.
I told you.
Ain't nothing in that cup.
I told you what it was.
Where is that? Where is that?
ATL. I don't think they have it no more though.
Oh, okay.
Has anybody about to raise their hands? Has anybody been to Freaknik? Has anybody been? Raise your hand. You haven't been.
I don't know what it is.
I'm scared I might be in it. I'm just kidding.
She ain't kidding. She ain't kidding.
You said you, yes. Have y'all looked to see if y'all were in it or no? Or y'all pretty much stay low key when you were there?
What is it?
It's a big
Pajama
like
party?
block party. Ain't no pajamas. Some people barely have on anything. And it's a big party. It's spring break. It happens during spring break, and it's like a big party for, just for us. And everybody, but basically, like what happens, it ain't nothing but black people there.
Oh.
It's just all of us.
Carla said she stayed low key. Last of the bunch say, I think I was.
College students acting crazy, yeah.
Go
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
that
gonna say. It's like a big ass block party.
I mean, nobody could, right, I mean, my mama kept us from stuff like that.
We say some professional now suing, not giving permission to film. Okay, to put them on there.
Marcia said, I'm last of the bunch, I'm going to look for. I think I saw my mama. It was spring break for the HBCUs.
Who couldn't afford to go home. Yeah. And the thing about it is, I think it was some guy who said, he was like, ooh, look at that one. She got some nice cakes on her. Wait a minute. Is that Aunt Shirley? Is that my mom in the back?
I don't know. Hey, my aunt named Michelle.
Hey, you see your mom all bent over doing like that.
Oh, man. Well, we didn't get to go there because I ain't know nothing about it. So we were pretty much
Oh, man,
sheltered,
the
so.
stories I would just hear stories.
You've been the one. Tell the truth.
No, really, I haven't. I haven't been to one. I just would hear. And I was like, golly, because you just hear, you hear that they have a good time, but then you hear some stories where you'd be like, I didn't even have to go down like that, And again, it's all because, even though people are dressed provocative in a certain kind of way, doesn't entitle other people to.
So that thing with Chance the Rapper, was that's what he was at?
It's similar, but that was Carnival. It's similar, but
Wait, what's carnival?
That's a whole nother.
What is carnival? I thought carnival was.
That's why you see them all dressed up. The women were all dressed up with the feathers and all that. So that's what they do. And it's what he did is basically like what they would do at Freaknik, but I'm sure it's a little bit worse.
I'm safe from that, but if they do, what you say, Galveston, part of, I'm in trouble. Pookie, stay away from that, Pookie.
Pookie, I can't even see you doing it. I can't even see you doing it.
Let's see, if anyone from Philly on here, what's the name of the big party at Belmont Plateau?
Oh, so they have one in Belmont.
It's an island festival dressed up in all different costumes.
Yeah, it's mainly like with the feathers, and then they have all this out, or they mainly got all the butt cheeks out, and then the outfit cuts all the way like cut like this.
Kind of like that what Viola Davis did in Woman King.
No, that's different. That's African.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carnival's a Caribbean thing.
Oh.
It's something.
Don't be telling her to go, Mama. Don't be telling her to do. I'm gonna have to be looking at her crazy.
I'm too old for that.
She said, "I'm glad I had a mask on."
What colors was you wearing? I'm gonna look for you.
Oh man,
that's crazy. But you know what? It's all in fun. You know, it's all in fun.
Good morning, pretty
I
Rosie.
think we as people, we create stuff. We're very creative people. You know, we create stuff.
We create our own fun.
We do. When we're not invited, so we don't worry about it. We'll create our own
fun. And then they want to come over. Yeah.
They be over there looking like, well, I want to. They be like, no.
Yeah, you ain't want to invite us, so we have
no, Emily, you cannot. Emily, we can't go over there because we didn't invite them. So even though that looks fun, is that hot sauce they got? So if they have hot sauce, then they probably got chicken.
Oh shit! Oh man. Okay, so what? Hey, Pookie. No, that's probably before her time.
What? What's
that called that they did in Galveston? They did something in Galveston. They did it every they did it Memorial Day weekend. What was that? Golly. It was something where everybody go to the beach. Everybody go to the beach. In Galveston at the end of
What was it during spring break?
No, it was during Memorial Day weekend. That's what I was talking about. Kappa Beach Party. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the same thing.
Kappa Beach Party. Yeah, where everybody was there. Well, I couldn't go, but everybody else was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think let me not lie. I went to one, but I didn't like it. I ain't like it because they walk around with they
right. That's
I ain't like it.
Well, that's Freaknik.
No, that was Kappa Beach Party.
No, I said that's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. They just have different names for it.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
See, like somebody said, it's all the same, just different things and different names for it.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
So basically, don't ask, don't tell. So whatever happens there supposedly stays there. But now with this documentary, some people are going to get in trouble because they're going to look back and say, were we together then when you...
Yeah, I ain't like that. To whom Megan, please don't document that because I went faithfully. Stop that!
I can't even picture
Stop
it.
that.
I can't picture it.
Yeah, walking around with they had on their thong thing but they ain't had no bra on.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't like that.
Why you didn't like it?
That's
talk
nice.
to us. Talk to me. Talk to us. Why
Because I feel like that portion of your body is for your partner to see. Only your partner. Not everybody else. If everybody else don't see it, then why it's for me? I don't want it if everybody else can look at it. I know.
It was all in fun.
Fun my ass. You have fun with me. Yeah, me and me only.
My type of party.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe those individuals weren't in a relationship.
You being 20,
you're not thinking, well, okay, I'm doing this and well, I don't want this person to see. Some people look at it like that. I'm in my 20s, I'm be free. I mean, I didn't do it.
I mean, that's true enough. But if in a relationship, respect me enough to cover. I want only me to see that. I don't want everybody else to see it and be drooling and getting a hard on or all that stuff. And because I know what I got, I don't want you to know what I got. Shit, I'm only head honcho in here that's gonna get off on that.
She said, I feel like swing. I want mine for me only.
Only, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all in fun, but you know what? I'm just glad people that we created something for us.
Yeah.
You know.
I just like when we used to go to the house parties. I like house parties.
House parties was cool too.
Yeah.
But it was always one house party where somebody just gathered and ended up getting a fight out in the front yard.
She said when back then we didn't have social media and cell phones, so we had fun.
Right. Right.
Oh man. So, you know, I don't know. It's more so of a respecting, and I feel like a person didn't respect themselves enough to not, you know, that's all. That's all. I'm good. Woo!
Said I'm good. I like the house parties too.
Yeah.
Basement parties too.
Now, I never went to a basement party, but I went to a house party. Though.
House parties were really cool. Like I said, unless, you know, out of one of them house parties that you went to, it was somebody,
That was
Tyrone, that was out front there on the yard that wanted to fight the other person over some girl.
Oh, man. But, sing the song, baby. That's all we got today, y'all. Sing the song.
I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh or sing a song.
Sing a song.
Since we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say
so long. Bye, y'all.
bye, baby.